When chronic diarrhea goes on long enough, life starts to shrink around it. Meals stop feeling simple, replaced by a constant, quiet anxiety over what might trigger the next rush. Even leaving the house takes careful planning when you can no longer trust your own digestion. Every day begins with the exact same question: will today be manageable or not? Chronic loose stools become a relentless physical and logistical barrier that dictates your daily routines. Most people don't ignore the problem. They try what is available: a medicine to slow things down, a fiber supplement, or a much stricter diet. This chart maps the chronic cycle, starting with a sudden symptom flare. To manage urgency, you apply an acute intervention, like a pill. This sometimes offers temporary relief, but because the underlying gut exhaustion remains unresolved, the pattern inevitably returns, starting all over again. Achieving temporary symptom control is an entirely different task than achieving actual long-term digestive restoration. To understand why the cycle repeats, we use an intervention trade-off matrix comparing 4 standard approaches. Imodium suppresses symptoms rapidly by slowing gut motility, leaving the underlying weakness unsolved. Rifaximin is an antibiotic targeting bacterial overgrowths like SIBO. While effective for confirmed overgrowths, recurrence remains common if the digestive system's overall motility and health do not improve. Then there is dietary fiber, working by adding physical bulk to the stool. Yet for a weak, easily bloated gut, breaking down that extra bulk demands active processing, which can worsen fatigue. Finally, elimination diets are used to remove immediate symptom triggers from your meals. Each of these options demands either active processing or strict restriction from your gut, meaning the deeper digestive exhaustion is left untouched. This is where traditional Chinese medicine offers a different lens, viewing this specific type of digestive exhaustion through a pattern called Spleen Qi deficiency. In this framework, the word spleen does not refer to your anatomical spleen. It describes your digestive transforming function. This function represents the body's actual ability to process the food you eat, absorb what is useful, and keep fluids moving properly. When that function becomes weak, loose stools, bloating, extreme fatigue after eating, and a high sensitivity to cold foods become a part of ordinary life. This precise pattern of underlying weakness explains the physical exhaustion you experience when standard, symptom-focused treatments stop working. The 5 Essences Herbal pouch is positioned as a distinct alternative because it exists entirely outside the digestive tract. The pouch is applied directly at the navel, known in the traditional meridian framework as the Shen Kui point. There are no pills to swallow, no thick liquids to drink, and no powders to mix. Each pouch is secured in place and worn continuously for up to 72 hours. 3 pouches applied back-to-back form a complete 9-day cycle. It fits quietly into your daily routine, rather than demanding you adhere to a rigid dosing schedule throughout the day. The appeal of this approach lies in offering systemic digestive support without adding a single ounce of processing burden to an already struggling gut. The explanation for how this works remains rooted in traditional use literature, operating through Herbal Qi at the navel within the meridian system. There is no claim that physical herbal material passes through the skin. In fact, the physical weight of the pouch remains unchanged after use. And while there is broad clinical literature supporting navel therapy generally, there is no dedicated modern pay series for this specific product yet. This is a slow, traditional framework, offering a stark contrast to the rapid, chemically forced symptom control you get from pharmaceuticals. It relies entirely on providing steady, proportional support to the digestive system rather than aggressive symptom blocking. This scorecard highlights an important reality. The pouch is not a standalone magic patch. It requires your participation through a spleen-strengthening routine. That means committing to eating warm foods, keeping regular mealtimes, and sitting down to eat calmly. It is best suited for someone dealing with post-antibiotic disruption, long-standing IBS-D patterns, or severe pill fatigue. It is designed for those who want to support their whole digestive pattern, rather than trying to suppress an isolated symptom. If a non-pill external approach feels more aligned with what your body can handle, this may be one option to explore more carefully.